can't stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
Just talk a little bit about the emotion after today's performance.
Unfortunately, it's a very familiar emotion. There's been performances like this. I want to give full credit to Alaska. I mean, they've been on the road for 2 weeks. Sounds like they've had some internal adversity here over the last 48, 72 hours, and they come in and have an effort like that. Good on them. Good for them. Our group, it's unfortunately disappointing, but all too familiar.
What can be done at this point to deal with that?
John, it's that $1 million question in coaching or coaching kids. If I had that answer, I would have changed it long before now. I've done the yelling and screaming. I've done the say nothing. It's hard to put your arm around somebody and pretend. To me, I'm not like to say that was okay or nice effort, guys, or whatever. That's pretending, and I'm not going to pretend. So I don't have the absolute answer. We left that game to chance because our first period wasn't even close to good enough. And we know that the way our team is, we have to play a full 60, 65. And we didn't give ourselves that opportunity. And that's disappointing. And a good team, like Alaska is, will take advantage of that. That's what they did.
The first couple minutes of that first period, you guys seemed to come out flying. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. I don't know what came of that. I mean, we had 3 shots on net, but it wasn't a barrage. It wasn't. I think we had better chances as the game went on. We talk about seeing plays and making them. We talk about every play matters. I mean, we have a freshman force a puck below the goal line, pass it to them, then back check the wrong guy. I mean, and they've got 1 shot and 1 goal, and it's 1-0. And now you're 1 shot away from being down 2, which is ultimately what happened. We get 1 penalty, we get 2 penalties in the same play. I think Chris Nell probably kept it at 1-0 for a bit there, Now, we had a couple of really great chances that, we harp on being ready and having that killer instinct around the other team's net. You want to talk about a team that gave away some opportunities tonight. That's us. Then we take 2 penalties in the same play and kill that. But yet the puck hits us in the tape as our 2 guys are coming out of the penalty box. We can't do anything with that puck. So it was a decent first 2 minutes, I guess, 3 minutes. But then we started turning pucks over, and they started capitalizing, and they showed that you turn the puck over to them, they'll make plays like anybody else. And our guys were warned about that. They were talked to about that this week. But unfortunately, a lot of the times this year when adversity hits, guys want to do things their own way and do their own thing. And as we all know, their own thing doesn't work. And then you're down 2-0 and you're fighting. You're trying to dig yourself out of a hole, and you're using so much energy trying to dig yourself out of a hole. You forget to play the game. You forget the detail. I thought Chris played a good game, but that 3rd goal, that's our season right there. That goal has been going in all year long, no matter what goalie's in the net. They're making great saves, and then that goal. Now we're down 2 again in a period where, we thought it was an even period anyway, and we come down again. Sorry. We didn't think it was an even period, but the score was 1-1. We thought it was a period that we had the better of, and that's been happening. We can pretend it hasn't, but that's been happening all year long.
In the same way that Nell goal is kind of representative of what's been going on in the defensive zone, I'm sure there are a couple of shots. I know I can think of a couple that are point blank, wide open.
100%, John. Again, this isn't
representative of the offense.
100%. We're not bearing down. The net is empty. We're talking about seniors. We're talking about juniors, guys that we've coached for 3 and 4 years, telling them every play matters. You've got to be ready around the other team's net. That might be the one play, and sure enough, we've got guys standing up straight, not knees bent, not nose over the puck, and Alaska just gets a stick on it, and that's a puck that has to go in the net. So again, all I'm talking about is from an individual standpoint. It's been the season. It's been not quite good enough, and I think tonight that's what it was. And then you start to squeeze and you hit a crossbar, and ultimately, to me, you earn bounces, and I think we got the bounces we deserved. We got the bounces we earned, which were not quite good enough.
So you mentioned you've gone through, yelled at them, tried to kind of build them up.
I didn't say I've yelled at
I'm
them.
not yelled at them, sorry. But encouraged them. But at this point, do you think it has to come from the leadership?
100%. It's not at this point. It's been the whole year that we've asked the leadership to lead this group, and it hasn't happened. So I believe, based on what we've seen before, that this group will rally itself and play better tomorrow. But we've left it to chance. There's a hungry team over there who now is 5 points behind us with 2 games in hand, and we've left it to chance. So regardless of how good we play tomorrow, how we rally ourselves and play tomorrow, there's another team that's going to have something to say about it. And now we're 60 minutes from losing 2 at home. And that's the opportunity that we had tonight that I think we let go. We started to fight hard when we were down. It's not. Look at, they scored 1 goal, so we go south. We stop playing, which is what I think we did. So it's unfortunately, again, this isn't new. We've been down this road before. The feeling we have right now is it feels way too the same as what we've had. So the leadership will or they won't. I mean, it's that simple.
And what do you, what's the biggest thing that you take away from this game going into tomorrow's game?
The biggest thing I take away?
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing I take away, Zane, is not a positive thought. So I'm not gonna answer that.
How big was the goal at the end of the first period? It looks like you're going to build momentum.
Yeah,
From a great,
huge,
pretty
huge. From a good 5-on-3. I mean, I think we kept them to the outside for the most part. Blocked a couple of pucks, but that puck couldn't have been any more on somebody's tape on our team, and it goes under the stick and bing bang in the net, and Chris doesn't even have a chance on it. So it's huge. But with that being said, Kevin, we had a better second period. I mean, our guys, maybe the 20-minute mark came at the right time too. You know, maybe it was a perfect time for a rest, because I thought we had a much better second. It just didn't equate to what it should have, because of a puck in front of our net and 5 or 6 pucks in front of their net.